you agree in writing to never again disclose information regarding your former employer, the corporate interests as they currently exist, agree not to pursue legal action against you?
Against me?
Well, you signed a non-disclosure agreement the day you were hired, Miss Page.
I exposed criminal activity.
And had you taken that information to any law enforcement agency, your rights may have been protected, but instead, you went to the New York Bulletin.
I had nothing to do with that article.
So the file you illegally removed from the premises of Union Allied wasn't the same one Mr. Urich refers to in this. You see how this complicates things, yes? And as a show of good faith, my clients would like to offer you a lump sum of 6 months' salary for any stress these events may have caused.
Stress?
She almost died.
Someone tried to kill me.
They do feel it's their non-binding moral obligation to offer you a chance at rebuilding your life.
As long as I keep my mouth shut.
It's a clean slate, Ms. Page. A chance to put it all behind you.
Well, to be fair, it's already all out there now, so how much is there to talk about? But still, take it to Matt and Foggy.
I know there's a limit to what you can do to what I can afford. I just want to make sure she can rest, so she can get better, so she can come home.
5 days. That's what this will buy you.
And the appeal?
No promises. What's that?
Cheese blintz from that place you like?
You should have led with that.
That'd be cheating.
Got the insights?
It's still loading. We need better Wi-Fi.
We need better everything.
Let's do that. Let's win cases, be popular, and make money.
Not about that, Foggy.
I know.
That dickhead's check cleared in about 2 seconds.
There's your money.
You bang on the router, will you?
Or just turn it on and
no
off
more
again.
long lunches until this
Off
is
and
over.
on.
You got it.
All right. It's up to the prosecution to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he was not justified in defending his life. They will come nowhere close to meeting this burden. At the end of this case, the only verdict that you can render will be not guilty.
So I'll be over soon, okay? Just keep it together to the verdict. Can you do that? Look, you ask me, it's almost like they're doing you a favor. I mean, you don't want something like that floating around. Go home.
What are you talking about?
Some rest. Got a big day tomorrow.
Stay down. I said stay down.
Yeah, listen to him.
What do you have on her?
A tape! It's a tape! I think she made when she was 19 and pretty. Something she don't want her kids to know about.
You get rid of it. Who do you work for?
I walk by a building. If a light's on in the window, I got a job.
That's really weird.
Somewhere, there's another light in another building. I don't do this. I'm somebody else's job.
Tell her to get herself excused from the jury. Personal reasons, whatever it takes.
They'll kill me.
Then you better leave my city. Tonight.
The first alternate juror will replace her.
So, they tampered with one of the jurors who would have made the decision on... Yes? Is that correct? I don't understand how this law stuff works.
I've been preoccupied of late with questions of morality, of right and wrong, good and evil. Sometimes the delineation between the two is a sharp line. Sometimes it's a blur. And often it's like pornography. You just know when you see it. A man is dead. I don't mean to make light of that, but these questions are vital ones. Not everyone feels this way. Not everyone sees the sharp line, only the blur. A man is dead, and my client, John Healy, took his life. This is not in dispute. A fact. And facts have no moral judgment. They merely state what is, not what we think of them. What was in my client's heart when he took Mr. Prohaska's life, whether he is a good man or something else entirely, is irrelevant. These questions of good and evil, as important as they are, have no place in a court of law. Only the facts matter. The prosecution has failed to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that my client was not acting solely in self-defense, and those are the facts. My client must be acquitted of these charges. Now, beyond that, beyond these walls, he may well face a judgment of his own making.
You got nothing on Juror 8 now.
She's only a piece of the puzzle.
Ever tried putting a puzzle together with a piece missing?
I just
It's
don't
damned
understand why they wouldn't have
I don't
like
see why
video
we're going
footage
through all
of
this anyway.
the stuff
Just
happening.
get rid of Healy the way you got rid of the other guy.
We have cameras everywhere here.
We've been leaving a trail of bodies lately, and trails eventually lead somewhere. This needed to be handled quietly, within the confines of the law.
Mrs. Fisher? I'm sorry. Nothing ever happened between me and Daniel.
I think I don't know that. I know how much Danny loved me. Whatever it is you're after, Miss Page, I can't help you.
They offered me money if I sign an agreement to never talk about what happened.
Let it go.
I've tried. It just doesn't feel right.
He said the same thing. He said something didn't feel right with the numbers. And I told him that whatever it was, he had a responsibility to do something about it. Figure I have a couple of years before I explain that part to my kids.
They have to pay for what they've done.
They won't listen.
We'll make them listen.
I already signed. I have 2 kids, Miss Page, and they're all that matter to me now. If you have anyone that you care about, let it go.
Yeah.
I read your article about Union Allied construction. I think there's more to the story, if you're interested.
I'd say he's interested.
They're hung.
It's my understanding from this note that you have been unable to reach a verdict.
We have not, Your Honor.
Al in charge. She's sending him back in. Still split? DA will retry.
No, they won't. Will they, Mr. Healy?
That was a hell of a speech you gave Murdoch.
I don't really understand.
The man that hired your lawyers. Who does he work for?
You think I'm afraid of you?
A kid! I want a name! Fisk! Wilson Fisk!
I gave up his name. You don't do that, not to him. Make an example. And then I'll find everyone I've ever cared about. And do the same to them. So that no one ever does what I just did.
Is he gonna
should
kill
have
himself?
just killed me.
No! Oh, okay. Okay, stop showing me. I don't want to see. I want to look back at the camera, like the episode. Hey, she was on Legacies.
Are you interested or just looking?
Interested.
People always ask me, how can we charge so much for what amounts to gradations of white? I tell them it's not about the artist's name or the skill required. All that matters is, how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel alone.
Is that him? Alrighty-o. Well, that was Daredevil Season 1, Episode 3. Wilson Fisk. That's... Hold on. I've seen the original Daredevil movie. Yes, I was right. Okay, Kingpin. Yes, I'm right. I'm so right. Okay. And I obviously, I've played quite a bit of this Spider-Man game, and he's in there too. So that's him, I'm guessing. Alright, I'm excited. Kingpin. Alright. I didn't really understand the lore stuff in this episode. Maybe you guys can explain it a bit better to me. Please be gentle. Don't be like, this isn't a show for you if you don't understand the lore and all that kind of stuff. Because, I mean, I am enjoying the show regardless. I just don't really understand jury stuff. So, if you can explain that, that'd be great. I feel like this happens a lot whenever I'm like, oh, I don't understand this, and then people instead of explaining it to me, telling me that this isn't the show for me, and I think that's kind of mean, because I can enjoy a show without understanding some of the stuff that goes on in it. Anyways, so I guess this was a bit of a setup for Kingpin. Good old Wilson Fisk. So yeah, decent episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.